What's up everyone, it's your boy the Story God. I'm back with another video. And I'm back with even more information that they don't teach you in school. Only this time, this one is a doozy because it just goes to show that America isn't the only country where we were being killed by the thousands, or enslaved for that matter, but that has yet to be decided. Because, as you can see, I got it pulled up right in front of me, so I don't know the details just yet. But even with that being the case, we're going to find out ourselves. So, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm probably going to butcher these names, but today we got the Heru and Namaqua genocide. I'm pretty sure I fucked those two up, so I apologize ahead of time. But with that being said, let's get started. The Heru and Namaqua genocide or the Heru and Nama genocide was the first genocide of the 20th century and raised by German Empire against the Heru, Ovaru, the Nama, and the San in German Southwest Africa. Now, Namibia, it occurred between 1904 and 1908. In January 1904, the Heru people, who were led by Samuel Maru, and the Nama people, who were led by Captain Hendrik Wittebu, I'm just gonna call him Witt for short. Hendrik Witt rebelled against German colonial rule. On January 12th, they massacred more than 100 German men in the area of that area, though they spared women and children. In August, German General Lothar von Troffa defeated the Ovaru in the Battle of Waterberg and drove them into the desert of Amaki, where most of them died of dehydration in October. The Nama people also rebelled against the Germans, only to suffer a similar fate. Between 24,000 and 100,000 Herus and 10,000 Nama and an unknown number of San died in genocide. The first phase of the genocide was characterized by widespread death from starvation and dehydration due to the prevention of the Heru from leaving the Namib Desert by German forces. Once defeated, thousands of Herus and Namas were imprisoned in concentration camps, where the majority of them died of diseases, abuse, and exhaustion. In 1985, the United Nations of Whittaker, I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce it, but oh well, report classified the aftermath as an attempt to exterminate the Heru and Nama people of Southwest Africa, and therefore one of the earliest attempts at genocide in the 20th century. In 2004, the German government recognized and apologized for the events, but ruled out financial compensation for the victims' descendants. Wow. In July 2015, the German government and the Speaker of the Bundestag, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, so I'm sorry, officially called the event a genocide. However, it refused to consider reparations at that time. Despite this, The last batch of skulls and other remains of slaughtered tribesmen, which were taken by Germans to promote racial superiority, were taken back to Nambe in 2018, with Petra Bossi-Huber, a German Protestant bishop, describing the event as the first genocide of the 20th century. In May 2021, the government agreed to pay $1.1 billion over 30 years to fund projects in communities that were impacted by the genocide. Wow. So this goes to show that the American, no, this goes to show that America was not our only enemy back in the day. This doesn't surprise me because, of course, you have Hitler and with the Jews and anything like that, which is very unfortunate. But with that being said, I'm not surprised because if someone like Hitler can do that, and a large amount of German people were by his side, or at least enough for it to actually happen the way it did, then this alone shouldn't be surprising to hear. But what it should do is widen your awareness, and it should let you know that we have enemies all over. Even though it happened 100-something years ago or whatever, that doesn't mean we should just completely forget about it. Because, like I said over dozens and dozens of times now, we were never taught this in school. We are only taught about white history, and that's a fact. We are only taught about white history. And the black history we are taught is oversimplified. And that alone should show you who our true enemy is. Let's read some of this here. In 1900, Kaiser William II had been engaged by the killing of Baron Clemens von Kettler, the Imperial German minister in Beijing. Yeah, I skipped that because I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try. During the Boxer Rebellion, the Kaiser took it as a personal insult from a people he viewed as racially inferior. All the more because of his obsessions with the Yellow Pearl. On 27th July of 1900, the Kaiser gave the infamous Hundredi. I don't know what that is. Y'all can pronounce this. It's on your screen, so speech in Bremerhaven to German soldiers being sent to Imperial China, ordering them to show the Chinese no mercy and to behave like Italy's Huns. General von Troffa had served in China and was chosen in 1904 to command the expedition to German Southwest Africa, precisely because of its record in China. In 1904, Wilhelm was furious about a revolt in his colony by a people. No, I already read that. My bad. Oh, wait.
Okay. No, I'm good. Okay. By a people he also viewed as inferior, and likewise took the hero rebellion as a personal insult. Wait. Okay, guys. I'll just make sure I was on the right track. But yeah, okay. Uh, he also viewed as inferior, and likewise took the hero rebellion as a personal insult, just as he had viewed the assassination of Kettler. The bloodthirsty language that Wilhelm II used about the hero in 1904 was strikingly familiar to the language he used against the Chinese in 1900. However, Wilhelm denied, together with Chancellor von Bülow von Truffaut's request to quickly quell the rebellion. I'm just butchering names. No when ordered by Wilhelm to ordering or authorizing genocide has survived. In February 1945, an Allied bombing raid destroyed the building housing all the documents of the Prussian army from the imperial period. Despite this, surviving documents indicate the tactics used by Truffle were the same tactics he had used in China, only a vaster scale. It is also known that throughout the genocide, Truffle remained in regular contact with both the German staff and with the Kaiser. Historian Jeremy Sarkin Hughes believes that regardless of whether or not a written order was given, the Kaiser had given Truffle verbal orders. The fact that Truffle was desecrated by Wilhelm II and was not court-martialed after the genocide became public knowledge lends support to the thesis that he had been acting under orders. General Truffle stated his proposed solution to end the resistance of the hero people in a letter before the Battle of Waterberg. Okay. Whew. I believe that the nation as such should be annihilated, or if this was not possible by tactical measures, have has no tactical measures have to be expelled from the country. This will be possible if the waterholes from Grootfontein to are occupied. The constant movement of our troops will enable us to find the small groups of this nation who have moved backwards and destroyed them gradually. That's what he wrote, apparently. Truffle's troops defeated 3,000 between 5,000 hero combatants at the Battle of Waterberg on 11th between 12th of August in 1904, but were unable to encircle and eliminate the retreating survivors. The pursuing German forces prevented groups of Hero from breaking from the main body of the fleeing forces and pushed them further into the desert. As exhausted, Hero fell to the ground, unable to go on. German soldiers killed men, women, and children. John Clote, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, acting as a guide for the Germans, witnessed the atrocities committed by the German troops and disposed the following statement. I was present when the Heru were defeated in a battle in the vicinity of Waterberg. After the battle, all men, women, and children who fell into the Germans' hands, wounded or otherwise, were mercifully put to death. Then the Germans set off in the pursuit of the rest. All those found by the wayside and in the Sandveld were shot down and but Barnated to death. Sorry if I mispronounced that. The mass of the hero men were unarmed and thus unable to offer resistance. They were just trying to get away with their cattle. A portion of the hero escaped the Germans and went to the Almaki Desert, hoping to reach British. Skip that. Fewer than 1,000 hero managed to reach. Skip. Where they were granted asylum by the British authorities to prevent them from returning. Crawford ordered the desert to be sealed off. German patrols later found skeletons and around holes 13 between 43 foot deep that had been dug in a vain attempt to find water. Some sources also state that the German colony army systematically poisoned desert wells. Mahu and fit 500 between 1,500 men crossed the Canary into Puchulan Skip, where he was accepted as a vassal of the Botswani chief Sekoma. On October 2nd, Tuffa issued a warning to the hero. The great general of the German soldiers sent this letter to the hero, and the hero are German subjects no longer. They have killed, stolen, cut off the ears and other parts of the body of wounded soldiers, and now are too cowardly to want to fight any longer. I announce that to the people that whoever hands me one of these shall receive 1,000 marks and 5,000 marks for Samuel Mahuro. The hero nation must now leave the country. If it refused, I shall compel to do so with the long tube/cannon. Any hero found inside the German frontier with or without a gun or cattle will be executed. I shall spare neither women nor children. I shall give the orders to drive them away and fire on them. Such are my words to the hero people. He further gave orders that this proclamation is to be read to the troops at roll call, with the addition that the unit that catches a captain will also receive the appropriate reward, and that the shooting at women and children is to be understood as a shooting above their heads, so as to force them to run away. I assume that this proclamation will result in taking no more male prisoners, but will not degenerate into atrocities against women and children. The latter will run away. If one shoots at them a couple of times, the troops will remain conscious of the good reputation of the German soldier. Damn, this nigga was a he was a killer. He's a stone cold killer. This person right here was a fucking devil. He had no mercy on his mind. This right here is evil. It is evil. Now there's more, but I don't want to waste any more of y'all's time, because I know I'm not really that good of a reader when it comes to these type of things. But I will link this below, so be sure to look out for that. And also, I just want to say that we have to be careful about who we trust to give us the actual facts. Because it's quite clear that the facts given are not the facts of not the facts that are logically correct. In other words, we're being lied to, we're still being lied to, and we will always be lied to. In order to not be tricked, you must go forward and expand your knowledge and understanding of the world around you. The more you do that, and the more you start to understand what's really going on, the more difficult that it will be for others, especially the white supremacists, to trick you into their goals. Because at the end of the day, we as a black society, we are being targeted, we are being misrepresented, and at the end of the day, no one has our backs. Not the Asians, not the Mexicans, not the Hispanics, not Jamaicans, none of that. It is up to us as a society to stand firm when the going gets tough. Because if something does happen and we stand our ground, only to run away when things go bad, it will only further solidify that we are a bunch of cowards who only want reparations for the things done to us, and who are also people that, when necessary, can be easily put into submission. And we can't stand for that. We can't go along with that. We have to stand firm. We have to be in the right type of mindset. It's a do or die situation. And your actions, whether it be now or later on, your actions can have a huge effect if done right. It is up to you in how you proceed with those said actions. So with that being said, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video. Black first. Peace.